So welcome to team training. So today I have created some really cool documents, and if you've been following the team group, you've seen that things have been uploaded, and this is stuff that I want to go over. And I know we all are a part of Team Coconuts, which is awesome. So you can use all of this info. If you ever want to copy and paste it, hopefully I'm not freezing because some of you guys are freezing. Just chuck it in the chat if I freeze. If you guys want to copy and paste it and make your own documents, you're more than welcome to do that if you want to. But we always say work smarter, not harder, and just use the resources that are available to you. So I'm just going to share my screen. Team Coconuts, that's the one. So can I have a thumbs up if you can see this Team Coconuts daily checklist? Thumbs up if you can see. Fantastic. Okay, so I put this together for you. It's in the Team Coconuts page, and it's nice and simple, nothing fancy, black and white, because this is for you if you want to use it. Because I've had a lot of team ask, do you have something we can track every day? I need a system. I need something hard copy that's going to keep me accountable. So I've created this. Now, this is flexible. You don't have to follow it exactly. This is something that I do every day. I know maybe Naomi and Mick with their team recommend something else, and you guys, if you want to copy and paste it and change it to Team Pina Colada, do whatever you like. I'm not fussed, so it's completely up to you. So see here, 10 new friends. That's 10 Facebook ads a day. Now, if you're wanting to grow this is really good for if you're wanting to grow your business online, and we know that that's, it's an online business. The smartest way to do it is that way. Now, 10 new friends isn't going, let's just go add 10 random people. 10 new friends is, who do you want in your business, firstly? Or what type of people would you like as customers? I know I've had some great chats with Danny about this and lots of other team members. Who do you want to target first? Because you can't just go out there after you've talked to your friends and family. It's like, who do I talk to next, right? Because you've gone through them and shared it with them. So 10 new friends, it doesn't have to be 10, but this is just a guide. If you want to do just 5 a day, that's fine. But 10 new friends is sending friend requests to people where you've had spend no more than 5 to 10 minutes on it, and you're sending, you're checking their profile. Like, you might find them in a group you like. So for example, Caitlin, I was working with Caitlin, one of our upline NMDs, and her target audience for her business is she wants people like her who want to be able to travel the world and get paid, who want to be able to have fun but still be healthy doing it. So she's going into travel groups, and she's going through the members and looking at their profile saying, did that look like the type of girl who would be amazing in my business? And make sure, she's positive. Yep, if she fits the profile, send her a friend request and then write the names down. So obviously finding people that you would love to connect with and you think they're in your values or you resonate with. For myself, at this moment, it's people within Pilates. So it's either Pilates instructors, or then I'm going to move on to people who love Pilates. So it's quite targeted because they're the people that I want to resonate with and build relationships with. And for you, it could be anyone, could be mums, whatever it is, as long as you know that you want to have those friendships and build those connections and help them. Or it doesn't have to be complete randoms. Obviously, I'm saying randoms loosely as in you will build a relationship with them. You might have people who you meet out on the street or at the shops or whatever it is, and you ask for their Facebook ad, right? Or family friend or a friend of a friend that they're the people. You have your local down at the shops and you always talk to the lady behind the counter and she's like, oh my God, I have this friend I think we resonate with so much with what you're doing. Can I pass on the details? Get them on Facebook, blah, blah, blah. So hopefully that makes sense. So 10 is just a guide. Yeah, do 10. Depends how big you want to play. You can do 20. It's up to you. Okay, then the next one across, let's go across, 10 like or comment follow-ups. So from what you're posting is, if there's people, you always want to check, and we know this, people are going to follow you, they're going to like, most people like rather than comment, is following up on people each day who are liking your post or commenting on your post. Obviously, we would love it if they're like, hey, that looks cool, I want to order your product from a post we've done, but reality, who does it? Like, it hardly happens, right? We wish that happened. But, and then going through, it's just at 10, you can do less, you can do more. Then we go down, I probably read this out in the wrong way. Then we've got 3 to 6 Facebook posts, but go straight under 1 to 4 Instagram posts. I've added in, it can be connected to Facebook. I personally upload photos that match my Instagram and I connect to Facebook as well, that, you know, you can put them in the same thing. We say 3 to 6 Facebook posts. Now, actually, forgot to add it in. Take a note of this, guys. The 3 types of posts you want to do. Naomi, pop in the chat the 3 you do. They may be similar or different to mine. I always do something about the product, whether it's my lifestyle with the product or sharing some facts about the product, but never trying to full sell it. Then the next one is lifestyle / business. So what I do with this business, working part, you know, not trying to promote my lifestyle, having the business. And the third one is usually relationships or something that inspires me. So nothing to do with the business, but still kind of connected and lovely stuff, because people love, you know, I get more likes on posts from me and Daniel and my engagement stuff than I do on anything else. So I still chuck those in. They're the 3 I do. Naomi's just, I'm just going to stop the share. Educate, inspire, entertain. So something that educates, something that inspires, something that entertains. I love that. Thank you, Naomi.
I'll exaggerate on that just a little bit, babe. I was going to type it, but it's just so much easier not to.
Yeah.
But yeah, so in terms of that, so when you're talking about educating, you can be talking about information about whole foods. What have you done? I just lost the screen. So educating about whole foods, educating about through testimonials. It doesn't have to be specifically Juice Plus facts and figures. So, but just something that's educational about health, about wellness in general. Entertaining, it can be something funny, a meme, a joke, like something that's happened in your life, just something that's entertaining. And it can also be family photos and things. You've got to remember that you've still got your normal family and friend network that are following you on Facebook. You don't want them to be Juice Plus them, don't even want to be friends with her on Facebook anymore. So you want to remember that people want to know how your children are, what you're up to, how you're going in your studies, what you're up to day to day. And it's a really, really good way to break up that Juice Plus stuff. Do you know what I mean? So don't forget to put your personal stuff on it, because at the end of the day, it's your personal journey and your personal story that's going to actually sell your Juice Plus to the world anyway. And then obviously inspire. So everyone knows that I start off my newsfeed every single day with a quote of some sort. It's always the same. I've just got like a black and white quote, and I just do a little sort of like thought for the day or whatever it is, my take on what that quote means for me. That's what I do. So I always start off with the inspiration, have like a family picture or a memory or something. It could be me sitting in the sun having a coffee and talking about how great it is to, you know, whatever it is, just, you know, it's just breaking up that Juice Plus stuff. Then you can have a testimonial, then you can have a smoothie picture or whatever it is. So it's just about always making sure that there's a point to what you're posting. Don't just post stuff for no reason. There's got to be a purpose behind it. But you don't have to be black and white blunt about what that purpose is. You can be in a roundabout way. So it can be about, you know, for instance, I'll often put a picture up of the kids and just be like, oh, I'm so grateful that I get to work from home or work from the play centre while the kids play, you know, like things like that. So you're dropping in your little, you know, drop like bits of gold about what this business allows for you, but I'm not actually talking about Juice Plus this. I don't mention Juice Plus. So it's just you sort of look for the benefits, and it's always about selling the benefits, promoting the benefits, and what it's doing for you in your life without actually being Juice Plus spammy at all. So, but those are the guidelines that I stick to, those that inspire, educate, and entertain.
Love it. Oh shit, I just muted myself. I was like, thanks babe, mute myself. Love it. So guys, I love that, because we're all different, but if you notice, it all, you know, that educate, inspire, entertain, I love that, because whatever that means to you and whatever value you're adding out to the world, because you want to add value so people follow you. You want people to be like, what has Naomi posted today? I'm going to go on her wall. What has Danny posted today? I'm going to go on her wall. What's Kim posted? And so on and so forth. If you go on Instagram, the people you follow, you'll have a news feed in the Instagram. I'm using this as an example because I do this more than in Facebook. But I have in my search bar, I have my top 5 people. I always go and stalk their page because I want to know what they're putting in, because they add value to my life. Like they inspire me or something. You want to be that person. It takes time. Don't expect it to happen overnight. We're giving you tools and systems, but they have to be worked for more than one day. All right? Fantastic. I just want to go back to share screen. And whilst I remember, this is a really good tip. So please write this down. When we talk about, I'm pointing at the screen with my finger, but you can't see it. When we talk about 10 new friends, now when they accept your friend request, you get a notification. Amazing. This takes 2 seconds. I do it at the minute I get the notification. The minute I bring it up to get rid of the notification and see who's accepted me, I go into their page and I like their first 3 to 5 posts and possibly comment. Now, the reason I do this is the minute that's constant engagement or instant engagement, you show up on their news feed more and they show up on yours, because the Facebook algorithms are based on the post engagements. So I went through my friends list, and it's like 2,000 people, and there's people in there I've never ever seen any. I'm like, how do I even become friends with them? I don't even remember, because I never went and engaged with their stuff. So please, this is the best tip. You can add friends, the people you want in your tribe, and you want them to follow all those educational posts you're doing, but they need to be able to see it first. So go in, it takes 2 seconds, guys. And you know, even if you save it all to maybe Sunday night, you go into your new friends, most recent friends, and then you can go in. But I know if you're adding 10 people every day and say every single one of them accept you, that's 70 friends by the end of the week. I don't think it shows you 70 most recent friends added. It cuts it on your computer. I don't know about your phone. So just do it straight away. If that doesn't make sense, ask me later, because we're running out of time. Okay, so 3 to 5, 1 to 4 Instagram posts. If you do everything through Instagram and Facebook, there's no limit. This is just a guide. Some of you like to keep Facebook and Instagram differently for branding reasons or color read schemes. Anyway, 5 new good convos. So good conversations. What does that mean? Not, hey, how you going? Oh yeah, my day's good, blah, 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 end of story. Good conversations, you are asking questions to find out about them, building that relationship. And I look at that in a sense of somehow building that conversation to being able to share what you do. Because at any point, I'll give you a tip now, at any point in any conversation, if someone asks you if you ask them how they're going, they ask you back, that is a window of opportunity straight away, if you want to go into, oh my God, I am actually having the best day. I've been working on my business online because I've been really motivated lately to build it, because I'm sick of working my normal job, and I've just had the best day. Can you see how I've already plugged the business? And then you turn it back to them. So there's never really an excuse not to bring up something to do with Juice Plus in a conversation. And it's not using the words Juice Plus, it's sharing you. Because people ask you how you're going, you can go straight into, what have you been doing? Working on the computer today, and I've actually loved it. Normally I hate staring at a computer. Do you see how you kind of make it personal? Cool. All right, then 5 follow-ups for potentials. We know the follow-ups, they're people you've networked with. So in those good conversations, they could be already sharing the product. So you just make it work for what suits you, because you might be a direct person that's straight in. You might be someone who needs to build a relationship more, and you like doing that. You choose what works best for you. If I've given you too much flexibility, come to me and I'll tell you exactly what I believe would work best for you directly, and try and see if it works. If not, you choose, right? Love it. Then the second page, there's just some extras here, like, message your downlines, or one of your teamies, you want to check in, not understand if you start to build a team. And I've said this in a group, in our elite group, that when you get to grow a team of over 100 people, you're only going to really work with the people who are working, right? Because the saying goes, you can't push porridge up a mountain. Thank you to John Holowati for that. And it's so true. We love our team members no matter where they are in the business. Like, they're a blessing. If they're a DVF or an NMD, it doesn't matter. But if you know you have team that want this and need a bit of support, you might need to spend 10 minutes just sending out a text. Yeah? And if you start to get overwhelmed with this, your team's getting really big, then obviously let your team know you're there to help the people who reach out. So I love that. Send birthday messages. Guys, great way to start a new convo or reconnect. Give 5 compliments. This is a great way to build post engagements. Go to the people you have on your page right now that are on your dream team, or you want them a part of your business or as a customer. Go onto their Facebook, find their most recent post, and give them a compliment on it. Or just message them and give them a compliment. It's just a tool. These extras you don't have to do. I've just given them here for you to have ways to do things. 5 good things about today. That's a little gratitude section. great for you to fill out, and especially to maybe something to do first before you start doing this list, because once you get in a gratitude state, you open up your love and you are going to attract better energy in, right? And then notes is, look, there's a whole blank section. You can play with that. So can I get a thumbs up from everyone? That made sense for those of you. Oh, yeah, look at all these new faces, because everyone jumped on while I was talking. Fantastic. Loving it. Sexy thumbs by everyone. Good. If you have any questions on that, so that's already in Team Coconuts. And please go download it. Now, like, I'm printing out them every day. Well, I'm printing out heaps and I'm having them. And guys, yes, it might be paperwork, but it's just like your grid. Keep them, because you might go back the next week and you might have people that have gone into your grid from that, the names, right? The good conversations. You got Juice Plus came up. Oh, they're interested. Into the grid, know when to follow up. It just keeps you accountable, because I am so devastated that I threw out a lot of my grids from the start of this year. I don't even know why. I was doing a big cleanup. And I wish I still had them, because that's going to jog my memory. So, look, you don't have to use it. I just think it's a really, really good tool to keep you focused. So I hope you like that. Now, quickly before I open it up, what else was I going to say? Oh, I am currently in the middle of typing up a 7 steps to success. Well, started thingy. So what it is this is for the team. Like, now when I bring on team, we bring on people and we share what we need to do. We have got systems. This is a system I'm creating, and it will be a document that I'll put in Team Coconuts, and it might be 7 steps, it might be 8. And what it is, it's things like do your first Facebook post and you have an example, or you direct them. It's just a checklist. And I'm going to be brutally honest. My new teamies that come on board have to do that whole checklist if they want to be taken seriously. And the only reason I say that is because you can choose what level you want to play at, but as an upline, isn't it more empowering when they want to step up to the plate, but they need a bit of guidance? So the 7 steps to setting up strong is do your first Facebook post and teaching them how to not be a spammer, right? Doing that. Watching the product videos to know the ins and outs of the simplicity of the product. And I'm going to finish it, and I'll put it up and I'll open it up for some suggestions and tweaking as well, because I want you guys to put in as a team. So I might do that next Monday. We'll have a look and you guys can add in value and what you want to do with it, or if you like it. But I think it's a really good way. You don't have to follow it, but we have got the Kim won't let me open the daily list on team. Okay, well, I'll look at that later. So now I lost my train of thought. Yeah, we've got the starter guide, which is great, and it just tells you how to get from DVF to NMD, and it tells you how to get it or what you need, but it doesn't necessarily have steps or what can I go and do next. So we're going to have the checklist, and then there's the 7 steps to setting up strong. So one of them is going to be know how to get your first promotion. All the stuff that you teach your team, but you've got a guide, so in case you forget something or you feel like it might be too messy. So please let me know that made sense, because I totally rambled that. But I'm putting that together, and I think that's going to be really, really useful. I'm going to have it as a little checklist. I'm going to try and set it up so it's an online document. And when you can open it and actually tick boxes online, like it's a PDF that has links and I don't know, so you don't have to print it out. And you can like check it. I don't know, however that technology works. I'm going to try and do that. So if you want to input on this while I'm putting it together, please private message me. If you want to, this is for the people who, obviously Naomi, if you want to put in, and anyone else who is leading a big team, because I want your input. It's not just what I think, because what I think might be different to what you think. But if we come together with a group, collab our ideas, I think that'd be really, really cool. Christy says, love this, fantastic. I know Christy was talking about this today, and that's going to work great. Because also, guys, you might not like the system, totally cool. But if you're bringing on 5 to 10 new franchisees every month, your workload's going to get huge, and you're going to be having to have lots and lots of conversations where if you have a system like the guide and the 7 steps to give them, go and do this, come back to me if it doesn't make sense. Isn't that going to make your life a lot easier? It's working smarter, not harder, so you can spend more time doing other higher paying activities. Yeah, it's just a creative flow. So I hope you like that. And the last thing I wanted to go over is can we please start You know how in the Juicy Life customer care group now there's no welcome post, it's just you tag your person in the pinned post, yeah, just so it doesn't clog up the feed. Obviously, we do welcome posts in the team because that's amazing. We love it. We're lifting each other up, the recognition. But can you please tag them in the pin post for Team Coconuts? Because the starter guide is there and the YouTube link is there. All you do is just tag their name and say, check out this, because you're leading them directly to it. And it's a pin post. It's not going to clog up the feed. And we know we tell our teamies when they come on, like, here's a starter guide, here's this, here's that. And I don't know if you remember when you first started, but you don't remember everything that you get told. Yeah? So can we start tagging them in there? And you don't have to. I'm not someone to tell you what to do. But I'm asking you to do that to help offload your workload, again, with repeating yourself. And, we just wanted to have it systemized just to make it easier for you. Because, I love every single one of you guys. And I know all of you are going to do incredible things even more with this business. But you're going to get to a point where your business is so big that you need to have systems in place so you don't overload yourself and go crazy and become a wineaholic, all right? Because you'll end up doing dry July like me and detoxing the whole time. So I just wanted to share that with you now. We've got a couple of minutes. I'll do it to about 27 past. Does anyone have any questions on that? And I'll stop recording.